down to Village for turn 3, then 4, and then turn 5 in just a moment. And oh, that was high on the curb, and French is spun round. And that is not good for French. He hasn't put a time on the board yet, and he's got to do that soon. Oh! French gets disqualified for going the wrong way round, even though he's just turning the car back around. Oh, this game is harsh sometimes. He goes through the final few corners, has a big slide, and Fire Striker spins round. And that is not ideal for Fire Striker. He needs to improve his lap very soon. But we've got 5 minutes left to go in qualifying. We have Leaker out on track now. But that was not ideal for Fire Striker right then. Leaker trying to warm up his tyres now for his flying lap here in quali. Madav just in the garage at the moment. He'll be going out very, very shortly. Through Cops goes Leaker. He has his foot to the floor the whole way through. He doesn't lift like Fire Striker did, even on his outlap. So big difference there between him and Fire Striker. He's got Fire Striker behind him. Doesn't have to let him go, but he chooses to. Fire Striker goes in the pit lane, so Leaker's got the track to himself. Nope, sorry, Madav is out there at the moment. So he's just got this part to the track himself. Leaker goes across the line to start his lap. And let's see if he can go quicker. The yellow flag is Madav just going slowly down the Wellington Straight. He's at Luffield now. But through Village goes Leaker. And then onto the Wellington Straight. Opens the rear wing, activates overtake mode, and goes down to Brooklands and then Luffield. The yellow flag is Madav once again, but he's not on the lap, so it's not crucial. Out of Luffield, I heard a bit of wheel spin as he changed gear. So let's see how his middle sector will be at the end. Goes through Cops, foot pinned to the floor. Very, very nice. Through Maggots. And then Beckett's. Leaker goes through Chapel now. Down the Hangar Straight. Let's see what his sector is. He's 6.5 tenths up on his time. This is looking mighty quick for Leaker here. With 2.5 minutes remaining. He goes down to Vale, turn 16 and 17 chicane. He is done with his battery usage. Leaker goes across the line and it goes fastest with a 1:27.6. That is a great lap for Leaker. His teammate is on a lap right now. Madav going down the Wellington Straight. Uses overtake mode to Brooklands, then Luffield. Using all the curb on the left-hand side. For Madav, I think there was a bit of a slide coming out of the corner as he was getting the throttle pinned to the floor. But he now goes down the short straight to Cops. Keeps a foot pinned to the floor. Now goes to Maggots, Beckett's, and then eventually Chapel. And that will set him up for the Hangar Straight. He's got to get a good exit out of this corner. He hasn't got a lap on the board yet, and he needs one now. He's invalidated the past laps that he's done. He can't invalidate now. Big slide out of Stowe. He keeps the car going in the correct direction. I think that was a big slide anyways. It was kind of hard to see with that angle. Has a big slide out of turn 17 through turn 18. What will the lap be? It's a 128.9, close to Fire Striker. Under 2/10 away from Fire Striker. He needs a better one. Fire Striker starts a lap now. Behind him is Leaker. He'll be starting up another one unless he's out of fuel. Leaker goes into the pit lane. Leaker is done for quali. Fire Striker needs to beat Leaker's 127.6. Madav can't get across the line in time, so Madav is done with quali as well. All eyes are set to Fire Striker for the final half minute of quali. He goes round Brooklands, Luffield, which is turn 6 and 7, and then goes out the corner for turn 8, which is Woodcote. Short run to turn 9, which is Cops. How will this lap be at the end of this sector? Let's see the time. And this time, he's full throttle through Cops, through Maggots and Beckett's. Let's wait for the sector time. Let's see how close he is. He's on low fuel, which means his car's quite light now. Through the hangar straight, he's up by 2/10. I don't think that'll be enough. Into the wall in the background goes Madav. That was a big slide. But that is not the point right now. The point is Fire Striker. Can his lap be quicker than Leaker? Fire Striker comes across the line, can't go quicker, improves by 6/10. Look at that, 5.5 slower is Fire Striker. Madav, 1.3 seconds slower than Leaker. French, we couldn't get a time from him as the game was so unfair. Here we go in the home of Formula One, the British Grand Prix hosts round 7. It's lights out and away we go. Leaker gets a brilliant start. Fire Striker didn't really. Madav goes around the outside at turn 1. Him and Madav make contact through turn 2. Through village of turn 3, Leaker leads the way following Fire Striker, and in the background French has a big slide. French falls even further now after a very unfair disqualification in qualifying. French is now 4 seconds from the pack. Leaker leads through Brooklands following his teammate Madav, then Fire Striker. Madav and Fire Striker made contact through turn 2. So luckily they're still on the racetrack, still there. Oh, French has had another moment. French has hit the wall. French has hit the wall. He is all the way back here. He needs the points though. So I think he will be continuing. He needs the points. So, he's trying to crash himself out. French is done for the day. And that is just unfortunate for French. He needs the points, so I don't know why he's trying to crash himself out. He's got no front wing. Yeah, he's done. French is out of the race. No safety car. Ahead by 2 seconds. Look how close Fire Striker is to the back of Madav there. And he's got the DRS. Fire Striker will go to the left-hand side. He goes down the inside. They make a bit of contact. It's very bold. It's brave. But so far, it's good racing. And there's a bit of a slide for Madav out of Luffield. So Fire Striker gets past Madav. And now the championship battle is back on between Leaker and Fire Striker. Look how close they are. There could be a move into Stowe here. Fire Striker behind the Williams driver, Leaker. Down the hangar straight. Fire Striker has the DRS. He goes to the right-hand side of the road, and Fire Striker takes the lead of the British Grand Prix. The Ferrari is now in the lead of the Williams. Into Vale they go to end lap 5. Leaker will be trying to hang on to the back of the Ferrari car, but I think it was a bit squirmy out of turn 17 for Fire Striker. So that did not set him up nicely. Look how close they are. through turn 1, through turn 2, into turn 3, which is Village. Leaker will have the DRS down the Wellington straight, but he's not getting the cornering as good as Fire Striker is. And I think it was a bit squirmy out of turn 4 for Fire Striker. So that puts him a bit further back. Leaker now has the DRS, but the straight is just a bit too short for him. Madav goes into the pit lane for his first stop of the race. He puts on the hard tyre. And he goes out again. Back onto the track, far, far behind his competitors. Unfortunate for Madav. He's the only driver to participate in every race so far this season. Leaker peels off into the pit lane for his first stop of the race. So let's see what Leaker does. Let's see what tyre he puts on. That's a lot of graining on the left front tyre. So, Leaker puts on the medium tyre. Will Fire Striker go into the pits this time round? Yes, he does. Fire Striker's in the pit lane. Let's see where he comes out. Either in front or behind Leaker. Fire Striker goes into the pit lane, puts on the soft tyre. He's going into the distance by the end of this one. I think he's going to come out ahead of Leaker. We'll just have to wait for it. This is close. Here's Leaker. He crosses the line now. This is going to be very, very close. Fire Striker now gets to racing speed. Leaker is ahead of Fire Striker. So, he's definitely got the corner. Oh, he sends it on the inside and they make contact. Unbelievable. Fire Striker almost spins round just then. That was unbelievable. And what on earth just happened there? He had a look. He sent it. He had a look on the inside. But, he was just a bit too far back. Oh, he's close to the back of Leaker. And he has a big slide. Hits the curb. Almost goes off the track. Fire Striker continues. He's now got 5 laps to... sorry, not 5 laps. Yeah, 5 laps to close the gap to Leaker now. He's got to close just under 2 seconds as we go into the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. Oh, Fire Striker spins round. Almost hits the wall. Fire Striker is now turned around, goes further back, and that's guaranteed win for Leaker. Look at the graining on the left front tyre. That is just outstanding. But Leaker has not made a major mistake, and he prevails from that. Leaker will convert pole to the win. Leaker also closes the gap in the championship. Leaker rounds the final corner, crosses the line, and wins in Great Britain. Fire Striker 12 seconds back. Leaker is on the top step for the second time this season here in Great Britain. Leaker gets a win in Canada, gets a win in Great Britain, and what a day. Fire Striker and Leaker battled it very, very hard to the end. But mistakes set you back in the end. But in the end, Leaker was not going to stop. He was not going to give up, and that's what happened in the end. Well done to Leaker. He closes the gap in the championship now. It's very close between Fire Striker and Leaker.